Hi, Harold here. I hope you're enjoying your quarantine break. Today I'll be demonstrating the crossface cradle for all of you. The cradle is a very effective move and one that I would like to call my signature move. I've been using it very much past 8 years of my wrestling career. I was a captain in both the middle school team and the high school team, something I'm very proud of. Throughout my high school career, actually, I have yeah, gained 72 wins. About half of those have been from the cradle, so it is a very effective move that I like very dearly. So the first thing we're going to want to do is the cradle is a top move, a move you're going to want to use from the top. Uh, and there's a vast array of moves you can use to bring your opponent down, whether it be a shot, a trip, or a throw. But to save some time, we're just going to skip that for now. We're not going to have my brother here start in bottom position. All right, so the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to be on top. And from on top, we're going to want to break our opponent flat. That way it's easier to get the cradle. Just like neutral, there's a lot of ways we can do this. My personal favorite is the hand in the can. This is my favorite because it sets up the cradle very nicely. So the first thing we're going to want to do, and there's actually three things that you're going to be doing at once. The first of which, very important, is you're going to want to put a lot of weight on top of your opponent, right across his shoulder. That way your opponent can't get right up off the whistle and escape on you. So once you're here, you're gonna want to be doing two things at the same time. You're gonna want to have one arm grabbing this tricep here, very important. Hence why it's called the cross the face. Some people like to gather this very aggressively, almost like a knot punch in the face. Personally, I don't really use that, but if that's your style, more power to you. The second part of this is we're going to want to have a handle. We want to have a handle so that we don't fall over the top of our opponent. So once we have this, our handle, some people like to take the handle at the far ankle. Me personally, I like taking that inside thigh. That's just how I like to do it, but you can do either. So once you're here, you're going to want to break your opponent flat, right? And so we're still going to want to keep our hand right on this tricep here. It's very important until the move is over, until the match is over. This is going to stay right on this tricep right here. And what we're going to want to do next is we're going to want to bring this tricep and his upper body to our hand over here behind the knee, right? Because it's a lot easier to bring someone's head and arm to their leg than it is to bring their leg over, since their leg is very strong. And so to do that, we're just going to want to come over the top here and just bring the two together. From here, I would call this the most important step of the entire move. If I had to say, I would say this is where 70-80% of all cradles fail, actually. People mess this part up. So you're going to want to bring these two together, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to lock on your own wrist while you have the tricep. A lot of guys like letting go of the tricep and just locking with their own two hands. You don't want to do that. It ruins the move altogether, makes it too loose, and makes it very hard to pin. So, excuse me. What we want to do is lock up on our own wrist. And from here, we want to get to some position that I like to call buddy position. The reason it's called buddy position is because you're sitting hip to hip just with your buddy here. And we're going to want to rock our buddy back, right? That way, he's right on his back. And from here, we just want to do some finishing touches just to secure the pin. The first thing we want to do, if you can come over here, is we want to take this bottom leg, the one that's laying against the floor, we're going to want to put it right in his hip. The reason we want to do that is just to make it a little tighter, secure it a little better. And so our opponent here, he's going to want to get out of this. And to get out of this, he's going to want to rock this leg, right? He's going to want to rock it just to try to desperately get out of this. What we can do here is just sneak that leg right in there. That way he really has no way to get out of it. And if he tries supporting himself on this leg, just extending this leg right here, we can just kick this out, and now he really has nowhere to go. And that's pretty much it. We'll run through it one more time, just a little quicker, just to show it again. You can get back down. So again, we want to break him down flat. Bring him over here. Lock up on our own wrist. Buddy position, rock back, and then just seal the deal. Nice and tight. And this move is really incredible. I found a lot of use of it over the past 8 years of my wrestling career. I have pinned people who, are ranked in the state, 20 pounds heavier than me, or maybe just are very technical wrestlers. It's really a really great move, and I really hope you find use for it. Thank you.